All right, so back to the training tutorials or the running tutorials. Um, when running on trails, especially up in the mountains, one thing to note is that you're gonna be passing many little creeks, crossings, or actual river crossings. So you are out here. If you're out here, you are wearing the proper gear. If you don't know about the gear to wear, research it before you come out here. You want to wear something appropriate to the trails. And what I mean by appropriate is that you want to wear the proper shoes. I personally recommend the Altra shoes for running. Oh, hold up. Look at this. So I'm gonna be heading that way into the falls, and I came up from up there. Remember, there was an awesome lake, and I went over that peak, and now I'm headed that way. All right. So anywho, back to the shoes. So if you see, these are the Altra Lone Peak trail shoes. These have the maximum tread grip, and they are super light, super durable. I haven't had any issues with them. I had them for over 3 or 4 years, and I have other ones that I rotate with, or that I keep on in rotation, and they are just amazing. They grip pretty well on the rocks, loose gravel, and everything. Then there are your shorts. You can wear shorts depending on how much you chafe doing a run, or if you want to do an underliner, whatever you like. Shorts are usually not a big deal, but if you suffer from chafing, then I would look for a pair of shorts with a lining. So that way it helps you. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Those falls. Okay, back to what to wear in when coming out to the mountains and doing a trail, whether you are trekking or running, everything applies the same. So if you're gonna be trekking or running, you want to wear the proper attire. You want to wear long pants that you can unzip to make shorts out of them. You have to bring trekking boots so that you don't get a twisted ankle, or punctured leg by one of the branches that you hit. I don't know, anything goes. Like if you see this trail, it's pretty rough. However, I'm used to this type of trails, and knowing how to step is the key. So anywho, Um, Back to wearing. Okay, another important. You see everything that I'm wearing. Everything is necessary, except for the camera and the phone. You can do without those, but bring a GPS system that you can hook up to the GPS and send signals to your loved ones. That way they know where you are at all moments, and they can track you. So yeah, that is a must. Also, if you see, I'm wearing a buff. The buff has many uses. It can be help you to hold your hair, or hope I don't fall. Let's see how strong my core is. Ooh boy, not as strong as I would like, but you see how there are a bunch of fallen trees. Anywho, going back to the buff. So you can use the buff for many things. One is, if you have been following my trajectory all this time, you notice that I took it off when I got hot. I put it back on when I got cold. This is kind of like your homemade turtleneck, because it covers your neck, which aids in your helping your body temperature. If you are running in the cold and you put a buff, you don't have to wear anything else on your arms or legs. You put this on and maybe a pair of gloves, and you are set. Now, you can use this for several other things. You can put it on your hand in such a way that it's going to help you hold your water bottle, if you need a water bottle holder. And also, sometimes I'll be running on a dirt road, and people pass by me and picking up all the dirt, so I would put it on, and that covers my breathing, all that. Also, pandemic brought these back, and I was wearing them all the time. I didn't have to wear a mask if I didn't want to. I would just wear this and then put it over. You can also pack ice. You can get the sweat and help you cool down. And so it's got its uses. Then the t-shirt or the shirt, I'm wearing an Alteric Gore-Tex shirt. This you can wear in the winter, you can wear in the burning heat, and you will regulate your temperature. So this is what I've been wearing for the past few years now, and it has helped me be successful in my trail running events as well as my practice events. So again, if you never ran or trekked before, I would suggest going to your REI store nearby, and then start asking questions. Most of them are pretty knowledgeable. I've heard some people giving the wrong advice, but it's none of my business. I just absorb and regulate as I see it, please. So yeah, next I'll be covering the trekking poles. Trekking poles are important. You can trek, you can climb any mountain without poles. But if you know how to use the poles, believe me, they are your best friends, and they help you, keep your upper body strength strong, and so you don't suffer from injuries whenever you use them. So yeah, and remember, always strengthen your core. That is a must. Your core, if your core is strong, then your whole body is gonna be great. So look at all of this. I get tired, from going on the rocks and blah blah blah, but this is what trail running and trail trekking and trails are like, especially in the mountains, especially in unattended trails like this one. Usually they are groomed pretty well, but I don't know what has happened. So there are a lot of rocks, there are a lot of falling trees, which makes these a little bit more what is it called? It puts a little bit more effort into coming to these trails, but it's fine, it's doable, and just try to make the best out of it. Otherwise, come out here and cut the trees yourself. So yeah, again, another river crossing. Thankfully the logs have been helping to cross this river. Whew, wouldn't want to fall in there. That water is cold. Okay, see you in a few.